For this week's assignment, I have created an online game using the website Whisk Online. This game is based on the unit that I created for last week's assignment, and this game will review material that was presented in that unit. So for my unit, it is based on the 5 regions of the United States of America. So I have designed a Jeopardy game, which includes questions based on the 6 categories of the revised Bloom's Taxonomy learning levels. And so I have provided some sample questions based on those 6 categories. So to begin the game, this is what the students would do on their website. They would enter their name, read the directions, and then begin the game. So this is just a sampling of the game to demonstrate the types of questions that would be in the 6 categories of the revised Bloom's Taxonomy. So for the first level, remembering, this is a sample question that a student might see in that category. In what region of the United States would you find Florida? So this is a simple remembering question where the student would have to remember which of the regions of the United States they could find each of the 50 states. So the student would click on their name to ring in, and then they would choose the answer that best fits the category. These questions are simple multiple choice questions for the remembering category. For the understanding category, a student might see a question such as this one. Explain how the climate of the Northeast and the Midwest are similar. So this is an understanding question about the different climates of the regions. The student would explain their answer to the teacher, and if the teacher approves their answer, they would click on the first choice. And if the teacher says their answer is wrong, they would click on the second choice. So when they answer the question correctly and explain the climates of how those 2 regions are similar, they would get the answer correct. The next category, the applying category, might give a question such as this one. What would be the result if someone from the Southwest region moved to the Northwest region but didn't buy any new clothes? So the child would ring in and explain to the teacher why someone moving from the Southwest region to the Northwest region would have difficulties if they did not get new clothes pertaining to the new climate of the region. So again, this fits into the understanding category, and the teacher would either tell them they have the correct answer or their answer is wrong. Next, we move on to the analyzing category. What explanation do you have for why there are so many Revolutionary War landmarks and memorials in the Northeast region? So in the analyzing category, the child would explain why the Revolutionary War landmarks are in the Northeast region. And they would analyze this region in particular and its connection to the Revolutionary War.
You must first buzz in.
Buzz in first. The next category, the evaluating category, might give a question such as this one. What choice would you have made if you were a colonist during colonial times? Stay in the Northeast region or travel westward to find new land? Explain why. So in the evaluating category, the student would have to explain their choices and make a decision about what they would do and explain why. Would they stay in the Northwest region or would they migrate westward to find new land? And this would be in the evaluation category of Bloom's Taxonomy. And finally, the last category on the revised Bloom's Taxonomy is the creating category. And here is an example of a question. Choose a famous U.S. landmark. How would you improve its appeal so more people will visit it and learn about its importance? So in this, a student would choose a landmark. They would create ways in which that landmark could bring more visitors to its landmark, causing it to have more appeal so that more people can learn about the importance of that landmark. If they have completed that assignment, they would choose the correct answer. Now, these are just some samples of the 6 categories of the revised Bloom's Taxonomy. Obviously, if this were used in a real classroom, there would be many more questions in each of those categories pertaining to all of the categories of the revised Bloom's Taxonomy so that it covers all of those categories for the students.